Hi guys, welcome again, Naresh here. So in our last session, we saw what GitHub Copilot is and how we can use GitHub Copilot with our extension. And I have shown you how who developed it and what is the pricing range of GitHub Copilot and also we have seen an example of using an Flask API with slash health, and we have checked whether it is working fine with our terminal and also with Google Chrome, and it is working fine. And apart from that, what we're going to see here today is, last session I told you we're going to see Terraform with GitHub Copilot, and that is what we're going to see here today. So I hope you guys all have your prerequisite prepared. So you just need an IDE, Visual Studio Code, and your extension of GitHub Copilot. If you have followed the last video, you would have an GitHub Copilot extension. And today we're going to see and how Terraform works with that. So what I do is, so first thing is I just I'm just typing here, create a project structure to implement Terraform with the following implemented. So what I need is S3 bucket, I need VPC, I need IAM role, 5 instances to be created. Okay, let me make it as 2 instances for now. And security group I need it, and all I needed in single main.tf file. So this is the input I'm giving to a copilot, and let me see what this code pilot gives me. Okay, so and yes, I'm going to create send it, and it will, let me say, it's terminating the users, and it is asking, see here, it gives me a file structure and it asks me to create a workspace. So yes, I'm going to create a workspace. So I do have a desktop. So in this workspace, I'm going to give it as, say, this is a parent folder in workspace. I'm selecting this as a workspace, and it's creating workspace for me. Let's wait till it get created. You can see it got created. So here we can see your main.tf file where it shows, see, as it shows s3 bucket it's given, and whatever we have given as an input, cs3, it has given an s3, and then vpc, then IAM roles, and it's creating 2 instances, and with subnets and ingress rules, egress rules, and an output, all it's structured. So you don't have to write any code here, see. So yes, so it's given a bucket to be created. So resources, these are all the structure it's given, but as I told you, it is not the exact code what we need. We have to do some we have to check the code which is given is right or wrong. So but first so here we haven't given any provider. So if you have so here I'm not teaching how to know what Terraform is. I'm teaching what Copilot is, how it can be enhanced with Terraform. So here you should, the prerequisite is you should already know Terraform. So if you are already know Terraform, we need a provider, and here I will explain you how this suggestion gives. So I'm giving provider. So provide, see, you can see I just give a pro, and it gives provider AWS region, it gives automatically. So what you need is, if the code is right, provider, if the code is right, I just need to click a tab button. See, I just click the tab button and it works fine. So a provider AWS region vars.aws.region. So here if we go to vars.aws.region variable file, vars.aws.region, it gives, see here, variable files, it's all given. And if you go to main, here it's given all. So for now what we're going to do is, so this is how, if you have known Terraform, you have already got your infrastructure ready with the VPCs, S3 bucket, IAM role, 2 instance, security groups, all it is here. So now let me see, is it working or not. Okay, so as we are using in free tier, I don't have to create all structured. So I just going to create only 2 instance for now. So for that I have to decode all. So I'm going to comment the code here, and I just going to create the instance alone. So here we can see, this is an output, and here we can see where is our instance, AWS, my subnet it is, and security group instance. And here we do have creating a resource here, and I'm just going to copy and paste it here. so we can create only instance. Okay, so AWS instance we are creating, and we need an AMI and instance type, it's okay. And subnet ID, we are not going to create subnet ID. And security group, we are not going to create. Okay, so what we're going to do here is, so the resource is there and count is 2 and the AMI. So AMI is much more important. What you have to do is you have to create an AM, you have to check for an AMI. You know how to check for an AMI. So this is the last terminated sessions. If you go launch instances, and you can check the AMI, and you have to give the correct AMI here. And then what are all the things needed. So for I'm going to exclude all these VPCs, as it is a test purpose. VPCs are all I'm going to exclude. So I'm just going to create an instance alone, and in output.tf, what I'm going to show, the instance IPs I'm going to show in this output.tf. Okay, so for these things, the prerequisite main thing is you have to, the CLI should be installed, the AWS CLI should be installed in your system. And that is the main prerequisite. I do have a CLI structure. And here what we're going to see here is, I'm into the right folder. So workspace we created inside the Terraform AWS project. First I'm going to see a Terraform plan. If you don't have Terraform, then you have to give Terraform in it, then it will initialize your Terraform. And then for now I'm going to give show Terraform plan, and let me see what plan it shows. So for now we creating only 2 instances, nothing than that. Okay, let's see whether my plan shows that it's creating. Okay, so here it shows the plan. To add, what is to add? Change to output instance. Okay, so yes, these are all the 2 things I need to, so you check properly what is going to create. And then I'm going to give Terraform apply. So I want to create these 2 instance. I'm going to Terraform apply here. Okay, so let me see what it gives. So, and it asks for your confirmation if to be proceed, and I'm giving yes. Read carefully, and you can see AWS instance are creating 1 and 0. Okay, let me check that in the console. So here if I go and I will refresh once again. Mm, so you're seeing still creating. Okay, created completed after 19 seconds. You can see applied complete. Resources 2 has been completed, and very good. We can see the outputs here. 2 IPs of the 2 instance public IPs we can see, and we can go to the console here. See, you can see 2 instances running. See, 1 and 2, 2 instances running. So this is how we going to use our GitHub Copilot with Terraform, and it is easy way to launch any instances or VPCs or IAM roles. I have many demo projects in my GitHub. You can go to GitHub. You want to create VPCs, instances, anything, you can go to my GitHub repository. I'll give it in the comment section, description section. You can go check there, and you can use my code. And also the main thing is, keep practicing, try on your own, and comment your experience how it goes. So this is an first step of using GitHub Copilot with Terraform. And there is, you haven't written any single code, you just modify the code which is already given. So that is how AI is emerging today. Okay, so I'm going to keep continuing on this Terraform and Helm charts and CI/CD automations in further videos. And anything to be improved or anything to be enhanced in this video, kindly mention that in comment. And also, not only that, if my video this is not sufficient, how to explain, what to be explained, in which way you need to be explained, you just comment it. I will go through in that route. So it is not only a single way, it's a double road. Yeah, you give me suggestions and I will explain accordingly. It is knowledge sharing. So please please make sure that you comment and subscribe this channel. Thank you.